Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room, where today we're going to make these molds. I'm out of breath. I had to run down to the house and get my phone, get my gloves back on. The top one here, this is an into resin mold. This is a butterfly, and I guess this is the bottom of the jar and this is the top of the jar. And then I guess you glue the butterfly to the top of it. So I thought I'd make that. I just got those in today. I'd bought those a few weeks ago, and I've got a couple others we'll be making too shortly, but I've got 4 ounces of resin mixed up for it because we're going to do it first. I'm going to do the jar itself in this Resin neon alcohol ink from Ranger, and then I'm going to do the butterfly in the atomic alcohol neon ink from Ranger. And then this mold, it's a little ring tray. I got to order to do 20 of these any way I want them. Colorful, however. So we're going to petri these up, and we're going to use the Let's Resin epoxy resin, the Daniel Cooper one, because this is the best one they say for petri. And then I'm going to use alcohol inks, Ranger inks for this. And I've got my little bottle of my Let's Resin Sea Deeper Sinker White. I don't know what it's called. It's not the new one. They've changed it up a little bit, I noticed. So it's the older one, and I've got to fill it up. I'm getting kind of low. All right, now I got 4 ounces mixed up. I don't think I'll need that much, but I'm going to put in about 1 ounce here for the butterfly. Okay, almost, a little bit more. Then we're going to put our color in and get this in the vacuum chamber. Scrape my sides down here. See how much I got? Now we're at 3. All right, the first one, I don't like shaking alcohol inks up because I get them everywhere. This is a little vortex mixer thing that I got off of Amazon. It helps to mix them. And there's that stupid heater. Let's turn that off. That thing gets on my nerves so bad. Alrighty, I think that'll be good. Open this away just in case there's little crusty bits. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want a lot of color. I do want a little bit. And let's put a little of the Unicorn Art Crushed Crystal in these as well. Why not? Since we're going to be able to see through them, let's add a little bit of a sparkle, right? Okay. There we go. That should be plenty. Get my lid back on there after I scatter it everywhere. All right, let's see how our color is. And I do have to put this in the vacuum chamber. We're going to do the jar first. And then we're going to do, and I've still got that stuff flying everywhere. And then we're going to do the, it's not a lot of color, is it? Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 6. That'll make 10. Maybe 10 will give me, yeah, that's a little better color, isn't it? Scrape the sides. Get all my color there off. There. That'll be pretty. All right. Now scrape this off. Hope it turns out pretty anyways. Wipe this down so we can use it again. Over here. I don't need to do 2. All right, now. And that one was Razzle. pretty purple. But I'm assuming that's how that jar goes, because I can't remember. It takes them a while to make them when you order them, then I forget what I ordered. Alright, that should be good. Oops, that one squirted. I think that did that last time too, didn't it? Did it do that the last time we did this? I'm pretty sure one of them did, and it was probably that one. I just thought pink and purple would look really pretty together. Get that sparkle mixed up. I think that's plenty of color. Okay, there we go. Now, scrape this off, clean this off. So I'm going to throw it to the side. And I'm going to get these in the vacuum chamber, guys. And we're going to be back to pour in just a moment. Alright, guys. Got it out of the vacuum chamber. So we got our pink. Now I'm going to spritz a little alcohol. I know you shouldn't do that. It will eat your molds up. I'm going to rub them down with silicone oil when I'm done. Okay, I better squeeze that and make sure there's no bubbles down in there. I don't see any. Okay, there we go. I probably didn't take half of an ounce. All right. Now let's get these. I think it's going to be a really pretty box. Slowly filling it up here. I don't want to create bubbles. It's taking a lot more than I thought it would. Come on. Well, it just keeps going and going. There, I see it coming up now. Okay, we'll have to make sure we got all the bubbles out of that one. So let's give that a minute. And let's go ahead and pour this one in. I think I've got enough. Yeah, I've got plenty. I'm going to have a little extra. Okay. There we go. So what do I got left? An ounce here and an ounce and a half there. So what'd it take? 1 and 2.5 ounces to fill all three. Now let's I don't like that one. Let's make sure I don't have any bubbles up under this, because it's a very possibility. My grammar was off, wasn't it? Didn't sound very well. But, oh well. I'll be proper at work, not at home. I do see a little bubble. There, it popped. And that one's got a bubble too, don't he? Alright, that's good. So, I love this little mold. I wonder if we can get it to do half and half. I don't know if it'll cure up that way, but we can try, right? Did I spritz that one? I don't remember. Okay. There we go. Maybe it'll stay. It usually doesn't get a bubble, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. I gotta get that up or I'll stick my arm in it. Y'all know I will. All right, now what? What else? I've still got... I think this holds about 2. Probably should have done it before I did the other, but why not? It's probably all going to look one color anyways, but I'm sure pink and purple is going to mix together. Okay. We can always put a backing. So, put some purple. Get the pink to come out here. This is a cute little box. Okay. Now let's see if we can scrape them together and scrape the rest out. I hope they don't look like they're muddying up, so that's good. Pinks and purples are really bad to muddy, but they're very light, these are. And they're mixing together, so they should be okay, I think. They look like they are anyways. Alright, let's see if we can at least fill the top completely. I'll have to dig some bubbles out of this. I'm sure that looks full. Now we'll just put the rest right down in here. And then maybe if we mix up too much for the petri, we'll just pour it down in here. No, we may not need it. Looks like this is going to fill it up. So maybe it only hold, I think it does only hold 1.5 ounces. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because I think it was 3 ounces for both those molds together that I had made. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and watch the video. Drop that right down in there. All right, I'm going to clean those up. I'll throw that away. More spritz, because I've got some bubbles. And we're going to move all this out of the way, and then I'm going to mix up some resin, and we'll be back to do our other mold with the petri. So I'll see you shortly. All right, guys, let's get mixing. So we're going to do 3 ounces. I'm going to do, this one I'm going to weigh. We're going to do 45 of part B. It'll be 95 gram. Right at 3 ounces, a little bit more. Part B doesn't weigh as much as part A. And that's why I'm weighing it. But for these are such small bottles, I want to make sure try to end up at the same time and empty them both and not have any left over. Phillip's going off from me spraying the alcohol to clean the cup. Do you hear him? I make him mad so much. And he's only at a 0.9. almost. Little tiny more, another drop or two. Okay, there we go. 45.1. And we're going to do 50 of part A. I don't feel like that lid's on there right. I feel like it's kind of crooked. There we go. All right, part A of the Daniel Cooper. All right. Go to 50, and that's on 1.5. And you'll see this will go up to 3. A little bit more. Almost there. Smidgen. Almost. Come on. All right. There we go. And I'm on the 3. Okay, put the lid on that, get that out of the way. Guys, I'm going to mix this up. I'm not going to put any crushed crystal or anything in it because I want to try to do petri. And I'm not going to fill them all the way up because I'm still going to put a backing on the back of these of either black or white. And maybe mix them up and do both. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to mix this up, get it in the vacuum chamber, and we'll be back in just a moment to pour. Alrighty, guys. I mixed up 3 ounces. And I'm just going to try to pour this down in there. I'm not putting alcohol down in there because I'm using alcohol inks and I want them to spread, and I may end up having to mix up some more resin. Probably should have done 4 ounces, but you know, I didn't. I got some bubbles I'm going to have to pluck out. Now she wants a mixture of the 2 and the 3. And she doesn't care how I do them or what colors or anything like that. So, just all different. There's a little spot there that's not covered over. You are now, sucker. Alright, I think I've got enough to fill up one more. See, if I had done 1 more ounce, we'll do these and then I'll fill up another ounce. And then we'll do the last 2. I've already got different colors and I'm going to do every single one of them different. I don't want to reuse any color. I hope my color choices go good together. Okay, let's see here. Alright, more scrape. I'm going to pluck some bubbles. Okay. Apparently I dripped. Did you see it? Okay. Let's go ahead and spritz this so it can be doing its thing. Philip's going to go over there and be going off on me. So these 2 are going to wait. Now, I just got to make sure that I get any little bubble because I want these to be pretty and I don't want bubbles down in there because I really don't like fixing bubbles. It gets on my nerves. It's tedious. I don't like it. If I can make it without having a bubble, that's what I want. Okay. Come on, bubbles. I haven't done petri in a long time. I've only tried it a few times. It wasn't really my forte, but I figured, why not? If I gotta do 20 of them, I might as well make them some way. Come on, bubble. And the alcohol ink will pop the bubbles once they're to the top. As long as I just don't have them down in there on the bottom. I see one down in there. If I can break him loose and get them to come to the top, that's what I need them to do. I know I didn't put no sparkle down in there, but I swear I think I see some. Maybe I didn't clean my cup as well as I thought I did. You reckon? Yeah, probably. It's alright. A little sparkle's not going to hurt anything. Alright. We have botanical. I hope all these are open. 1, 2. And I hope all these colors look good together. 1, 2. And this is Yonder. Oh, it speaks like me. Boysenberry. Watermelon. Ember. Sunshine Yellow. I'm giving it 3 because yellows seem to kind of be a little bit lighter. Patina. And it is matched with Gumball. Gosh, I hope those don't muddy together. And then we have Fiesta. What did I match Fiesta with? Turquoise. Okay. Well, that turned pretty purple. Pistachio. With sunset orange. Let's do 3. And we'll do third one over here. Okay. Green kind of put a drop and try to spread that blue back out. I want it everywhere. And I'm going to just drop a purple here. Okay, now my yellow's kind of taken over. See, yellow and Yonder. I've lost all my patina. It's just kind of very, very light, isn't it? I guess it's just going to have to stay that way. Alright, now these we've all used. I've got my white. I got a little bead down in here. But, I think he's getting old. Ooh. Do you see how quick that comes out? I kind of don't want it to come out that quick because I don't want that much, but I guess it's going to. Why does some of it look like it's kind of goes psh, and some of it's just like, leave me alone. Okay. We're going to leave some of it without the white, I think, and some of it with the white. All right, now I got my other colors here, so let's mix up another ounce. I'm going to do it by weight. Give me a cup. We'll get 23 grams, and we'll split it between the two. Turn that sucker on. I know I like my part B first. We're going to do 11 part B and 12 part A. Give me a stick. Okay. 11 part B. I'm tempted to, you know what? Let's do 47 grams. So let's do 22. I can always use it for something else. I'd rather have too much. Almost. There we go. 22. And then we're going to do 25 of part A. Go up to 25. And I'll have to put it in the vacuum chamber. Almost. Drop off there. 25. It doesn't have to be exact, guys. All right. I'm going to mix this up, get it in the vacuum chamber. We're going to be back, pour the last two, and get those done. See you shortly. Okie dokie pokey. We got our resin out of the vacuum chamber. So we're going to pour this in here. I think this will be plenty to do these two. Okay. Actually, I think it's going to be perfect. I got a little bit left. We'll figure out something here in a minute to put that in. Yeah, let me dig out my bubbles. I see one there. I see one over here in the corner. I think I got it. It's stuck on the bottom. Come on, dude. You want to float. There we go. Same way here. Get these. This one's got one in just about every corner. Okay. I think we got them, guys. I think there's a stray glitter down in there stuck on the mold too. Oh well. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to get off my stool. I have to get up to see. I'm a little vertically challenged, and if y'all don't know what that means, I'm sure y'all do, but it means I'm short. When I was young, I was 5'3". I'm too afraid to see how tall I am now, so I don't ever check. I'm sure I've shrank a little bit, but you know what? When my grandmother was alive, she made me feel tall because she was only 4'9". Okay, we're going to do 2 drops each of that one. That one's kind of light. That is juniper. And the other one was brick. Uh-oh. Brick, you need to go back over. Don't let that one take over. There you go. Kind of looks like water, doesn't it? Or it looks like a sky above the hills and got a few little trees in there. Okay, amethyst. Ooh, that's a dark purple. And glacier. This is probably going to be really light. Oh no, it's a dark blue. Alrighty. We'll see. Alright, where's my white? Shake, shake, shake. Get my little ball. There we go, the little bead. Shake this up really well. Looks good. Alright. Some of it kind of does really well, and others, I think my stuff might be old, maybe. You reckon? Maybe that's why it's not. I don't know. It is almost empty and does probably need filled back up. Alrighty. There's a gnat. Little pesky things. I want some over. I'm too OCD, guys. I can't leave too much open space. As you can see, I did have to drop a couple of drops because the open space was driving me insane. I couldn't take it. Alright, we're going to wait an hour. We're going to come back, do some kind of little swirly, and then let them cure, and then we'll put a backing on. Probably black. I'll probably do all black. But we do have a little bit left. Let's do a bird, but we're going to do this a little different. Let's see. I really like those colors, but I can't remember what colors I used for that. I know I used pistachio. So, let's put a pistachio there. And, was it Fiesta? Oh no, that was patina, wasn't it? It was patina. It's alright, it's going to be colorful. Gumball. Drop a little turquoise up here near the eyeball. And then we'll do Fiesta right in the middle of that flower. And then we're going to pour it. Hopefully dropping those inks that way will keep from getting bubbles. So now we're just going to pour this right on top of those inks. And fill this up and let it do its thing. We could have petried it, couldn't we? I think we still might. Even though we've got the color in there. Experimentation time. Why not? It's not filled all the way up. We'll back it too. Okay, I'll have to clean that. Lay that there. All right, so let's see. Fiesta. I know I did Fiesta there. I did Gumball there. Turquoise. Pistachio. And patina. Now we're just going to drop some white. Alrighty, good enough. Probably too much. Probably all sink to the bottom. But anyways, I don't want to touch them. We'll let this cure up. We'll come back in an hour. We'll do our little swirl. And then we'll let it cure and back it. So I'll see you guys then in about an hour. Alrighty, guys. Let's try to swirl. It's been an hour on these ones. Not quite an hour yet on those. They've still got a few minutes. But by the time we get through these, it should be okay. All right. Now this one has that single piece down in it. So we're just going to kind of swirl a little there. You can see it's ready because of how it pulled up. Now this one's got the double. Okay. Some really pretty colors, aren't they? Swirl around and through. Okay. I'll start in the center on this one and see if we can go around. There we go. Same here, start in the center. We'll see if we can go around it. There we go. And this one is the single. So we're just going to go around. Okay. The backs look pretty. All right. And this is a double. So pull through here. Wrap it around. There we go. Okay, and this one is single. All right. Oh, yeah, those two weren't quite ready. I did them now anyways. Oh, well. Let's see if I can pull some of that green through that blue. Okay. Our bird probably ain't quite ready either. But you know what? We're going to do it anyways. Just in case. So I don't want to have to come back up here. Okay. He's got some swirlies. I don't know how the color will turn out, but or how the petri. Hey, look, this one's dropped a lot. Some of them's dropped a little bit, but that one's really dropped. All right, guys, that's that. They have been swirled. So we will see what they look like after we put a backing on these. And then we've got all of our other little pieces that need to cure up. So let's pull all these over here. That way I have everything together. All right, guys. We'll let it cure up. We'll come back, put a backing on these and a backing on this and let that cure, and then we will demold everything. So, see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we're going to mix up some black to put on the back of these. Probably should make sure they're all cured. Yeah, everything's cured up nicely. I'm only going to do black on these, but let's get that little piece of resin off there. A little drip drop of overage. Go ahead and get it off now. I think I'm going to do 3 ounces. I think 3 will be plenty to do all these because they don't need much. I'm going to drain it down with my jug. Okay. Now let me wipe that off. If I don't, I'll have that draining all the way down that jug. I don't want that to happen. Okay. And this is my bond crafter. Y'all know I love bond crafter resin. You find one you really like, and you kind of stick with it. All right. Go up to 3 here. All right, I think we're good there. Now, get a different part of this napkin and wipe this jug off. I don't want to use the same part because I don't want it curing on me by the 2 mixing and then get my lid stuck. Now we're going to mix black in with this. So I'm going to use, I don't use this often, let's use this Color Fun black. It's a pigment dye, but I like it because it mixes up a little well better than the paste because it's more of a liquid. And this comes from Resin Pro. I do kind of get it everywhere sometimes. Okay, here we go. But there. All right, guys, I am going to mix this resin up. I need to try the black resin. I've never used the colored resin, but I know the black would come in handy because then you don't have to add the color. It's already colored for you, but I've never tried it. And I know Bond Crafter makes a black because I've seen it. All right, guys, I'm going to mix this up. We'll be back after I get it out of the vacuum chamber, and we'll pour and finish these pieces off. So I'll see you in just a moment. All right, guys, so I got this out of the vacuum chamber. Mixed it for 3 minutes. So we're going to fill this up here. I'm going to fill each one. I'm just going to let them fill up, and then I'm going to go back and make sure I top them to have them domed slightly. I just don't want to overflow them. It would be very easy to do. I think I'm going to have some left. We probably only needed 2. Okay. Now let's try to dome these up. I'm just going to look down here, kind of eye level a little bit. Okay. That one looks good. Almost. That one looks good. Ooh. I overflowed him. I came close. Get the heart here done. I just want them to where I'm not going to have to trim these suckers up. I don't want to trim them if I don't have to. Okay. Okay, that one's good. That's good. This one's almost domed already. Yeah. Okay. Now get really eye level. I think that one can take a drop. Maybe one more. Same with this one. Okay. Yeah, maybe this one. All right, now let's get the bird. Fill this up. Kind of let it spread out on its own. Okay. I'll have to get something else to finish. Okay, I think it can use just another little, I don't know. It's like down here it could use a little drip drop. But the center looks pretty domed. I think that's good. All right, let's see what we got left out of the 3. Okay. Let me just scrape it. All right, what do I have? I got almost 1.5, but I did have a little more than 3 too. So, be very careful if you do this. This is just a little lighter. It doesn't get hot. Well, I mean, it gets hot. It just doesn't get really hot like a torch would. And stay in the center. And you can get all that done. Okay, so 1.5. Let's put some interference in this. And do the birds. I think that'd be pretty. What interference do I got right here? I got a purple from Let's Resin. This is from their big kit of powders. I don't remember how many's in it, 60 or so maybe. So we're just going to put a little of that in there. I'm just going to kind of mix it around. I'm going to create bubbles, aren't I? Maybe that'll help my powder from going around everywhere and prevent some of those bubbles from me mixing this in. I love interference powder in black. It doesn't matter what color interference you put with it. They are all so pretty. You get the black, but you get that tint of color. Isn't that pretty? It's gorgeous. All right, let's... I know I probably got enough for 2. So let's see if we can get 2 out of here. I love this little bird mold. If these turn out good, I may just mold these ones and make me another mold because I know I'm going to wear this mold out quick. But I gotta have no bubbles in them. Okay. All right, still got a little bit more. There's a little green dot down in this. Well, it's gone. I think it was ink. Let's get rid of this so we can get the spatula. Clean that off. Alright. Now I don't have enough to fill this one up, but you don't have to fill them all the way up. They're pretty deep. You just have to sand it down. A nail file does wonderful for these if you don't fill them all the way up to get that little bit of a sharp edge off. And you can always wait and add another color on the back too if you like. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if we can scrape the rest of this, get everything out of there that I can. That way we don't waste any of it, and then I'll have to clean my cup. All right. Give it a good little spritz. Have Philip over there going crazy. Oh, all right. Put that back up on the shelf. That one I can spritz. All right, guys. We'll let all of this cure up. Then we'll come back for a demold and see what and all we got. We'll have to fix this box up. I don't know about that one because we haven't made it before. It's an Resin mold. I do have 20% off discount code for Resin that I'll put up on the screen for you guys. It's always in the description as well for any of their molds, including the ones that's on sale. So we'll let this cure up. We'll come back for a demold. I'll see you guys then. Alrighty, guys. So everything is done. I got a frog in my throat this morning. Let's get our birds out. Oh, this is the petri one. Oh, that's pretty. I'll paint it up in some color. A lot of it fell too much around the edge, but the rest of it's pretty. Love the color. I love these birds. You know what? I'm not going to paint it up because I'm going to put that to mold. That is perfect. The back is smooth. There's no trimming. That one's getting molded. I want to make me a big mold of a bunch of these. That one's going to get molded as well. Perfect. 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 Now the ones I feel halfway, I can't mold them. This one I can trim off and he'll go in the mold pile as well. No bubbles. And see all that just peel. It just peels right off. Well, if you have fingernails, it works a lot better. But, you know, do what you gotta do. I just don't have fingernails. Plus, I've got gloves on. But you can see it just peels right off. That little bit of overage. And that was my fault. That was from spraying it. Too much alcohol. I can't get it off. There we go. We'll have to get down in these little areas. There we go. And that one, and I think he is about ready. Good deal. Perfectly smooth. That one's going to get molded. Now this one will fix up because it's only filled halfway. See how thick that is still, even though it's only halfway. Big difference. It's perfect too. I mean, there's spots where I had some white and things that I got in areas, but we'll definitely fix that one up. Shave the back down. I stained my mold. Alright, let's see. Next, our little teeny heart box. This is the cutest little thing. So, kind of two colors, but still, they look the same to me. Or almost the same. I think I did the lid backwards. Got a little trimming to do on that. this little thing, yet it doesn't have much of a space to go down in that jar. So definitely got to trim that up. Our cross. Love this cross. I got to remold this though because I got some bubbles on this because I didn't check it when I was making it. The bottom's good. It's just the top. Isn't that pretty? Little trimming right there, a little over here. Not bad. Actually, I think it's pretty good. Just that little bit there, a little down here, and a little inside. This is a matte mold because it was a ceramic piece. Oh, I got a bubble there and there. Daggone it, I got a few here and here. And I always have to trim these off because that's where I got the bubbles and didn't pay attention when I was molding it. I think I'm just going to remold that. Trim those places off and that'll fit perfect. I like the matte of that mold. Okay, now this is the little ring butterfly jar from Resin. Let's see how it looks. I'm going to have to do this in a solid color. Okay. I've got to trim the bottom. I got a couple bubbles here and there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, you could put your wedding rings down in there. And this, here's my tape. There's a little overage there. I need to clean this mold. Clean them first. Makes it so much easier to clean it before you get your resin piece out. I might have a few bubbles in it too, it looks like. Let's see. See if we can get this one out of here. We'll take the paper off. This one's a little harder to get out. It doesn't want to come out. I think if I can just grab a hold of it. There we go. Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it? I guess it just sits on top. Yeah, it'd have to just sit on top. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I mean, the jar is cute. I just wish it would fit. And wouldn't be just laying on top. And then you got to attach the butterfly. If we can get the butterfly out. Not my favorite mold from them. That is for sure. I can't get a hold of it. You can't get a grip on this thing. The others have much more flexible silicone than this one. The other molds. This one's kind of rough. Okay. Got my finger under it. This one's a workout, isn't it? I don't know if I want to make that again or not. I don't like that jar. The butterfly's cute. Then you gotta glue it on there. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. Alright. Now, our rings. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Like the color combination. You can see the spores going through there. It's really neat. Okay. Next one. Gotta be very careful I'm not. You can see spores going up on that. It's kind of like a mountain over there. You see them through it. Oh, I love that colors. It's really pretty. I think she'll like these. I like the black behind them too. This one's a little rough. It's going to have a little sand. Let's get that rough edge off. Good deal. The rest of them, those are good. Very smooth. Just that one spot. I bet I had an overage. That's pretty. Look, the spores there. Very, very pretty. Very cool. I like these inks. That one didn't give us a lot of deep spores. We got a few over here, but it's a pretty color. And you can see the swirl. Very pretty. Next. Oh, that blue's pretty. Look at that. I like the dark around it. And then the lighter blue. I wish there was a little more of the dark, but, you know, look at those. You can see it really well through there. Isn't that cool? That one's got a little place too. Okay, he's good now. Oh, this one kind of dropped a little too much white there. This was that real light green blue looking color. It looks cool on the side. Looking down in it, it's very cool. With that little blue green color, it kind of disappeared. It wasn't very bright. I like the rest of them. And I've got to make 20 of these, all different ways. There we go. That one's cool. You can see the little spores along the edges. Very pretty. And last one. Oh, I like that. The bottom. That is cool. Oh, I got a bubble right there. I'm going to have to fix that. It's the only one with a bubble. I must have missed it. Neat. I like the colors. They really pop together. Very neat. Alright, guys. I'm not going to do anything to these. I will fix this up. I'll paint this up and I'll glue this together. I hate this box. I probably won't make that again. And I'll trim this up. Those are going to be as they are, other than I do have to fix that one bubble. Alright, guys. I'm going to do a time lapse, fix all this up, and then I will see you guys after. See you shortly.
In Linda's room where the rivers flow, epoxy dreams in a golden glow, chrome crosses gleam like a morning star, shining brighter than where we are. Painting light, painting fire, resin sparks our heart's desire, powdered chrome under the sun, art and magic become one.
Alrighty guys, so I got everything done. I didn't do anything to our ring holders, of course. And I didn't do anything to these 3 because I want to mold them. After I clean them up, I got something down in there. Do y'all see it? There we go, got it. But now this one, I did paint him up and spray sealed him. I think he's so cute. This, I did glue the top on. It's still probably a little soft. Now, I tried to put the little bumper pads on this, but because this is drusied out, yeah, I can't put them on there. I'd have to seal this in with some resin before I could put a bumper pad on there to hold that on there. So that's how that jar is going to be. It's just going to sit on there and fall off. I won't make that no more. I didn't do anything other than trim up our little edges and see how thin that is. So it doesn't really stay in there very well, but it's in there. And then this little guy, gave some pink and purple, or girl, trimmed up those bits in the center there, fixed all the bubbles, and gave it a good spray seal. And I think that's a very beautiful box. And the lid fits good on that one. And that is it, guys. So I'll post some photos at the end, and I'll see you guys back for the next video. So bye for now.
In Linda